Hey there, I want to show you how you can use this free stock plugin to make your drums hit really hard in just few simple steps in FL Studio. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So let's listen to these drums. Now the kicks are hitting hard, but the rim shots sound like they're a bit loose, sound like they're in a space, and you may not want that space, okay? Especially if you want your drums to sound really tight, okay? Using this free plugin in FL Studio called Transient Processor. That's the name of the plugin right here. It's a very easy to use plugin, okay? Now we have few buttons right here: the attack, the release, the drive, okay, the gain, the split balance, and the split frequency, okay? Now what we're going to really focus on is the attack, release, and the shape right here, okay? At the first, you have, when you click it and you drag your mouse down, you have this shape which says sharp. If you look at the top left of my screen, the shape says sharp, okay? And if I just toggle it up a little bit, it says mid, okay? And then if I take it up again, it says slow. And these shapes do affect how the plugin will make your drums sound, okay? If you want your drums to sound round and punchy, you would likely want to go for the slow. If you want your drums to sound really aggressive and punchy, you want to go for the sharp, okay? And if maybe you just want a little mix, like you want to be in the middle or just a little balance between both worlds, you can just go for the mid, okay? So let's see how this affects our snare, okay? So I'm going to turn one of the rim shots off. This is how it sounds right now. Let me solo it. And if I increase the release, you see it brings up the ambience even more, okay? And if I want to take it out, I can simply relax it or take it in. You can see how tight this rim shot is sounding now. It's no longer having that reverby, spacey feel anymore. And this is super useful, especially if you receive stems or multi-tracks to mix and it has some reverb or some ambience to it, and you may not really want the ambience because it doesn't fit the overall mix. So you can use this to take it out or reduce it, and then bring in your own ambience or bring in your own reverb, okay? So it can really blend into the mix just as you'd like it, okay? And this is for just the rim shot. Let's have it on the other rim shot again. Turn the other rim shot on. Do the same thing. And if I turn it off, turn it off again. Okay, so you can hear more ambience. When it's on, it sounds really tight now. Now you don't need to remove the entire ambience or the tail of the track. You can actually dial it to fit the vibe or the amount you want, okay? It doesn't need to be completely taken out, okay? So let's hear how it sounds with the kick. Let me turn on the kick. Now the kick is sounding really heavy and aggressive, but let's see how it will sound when I add it to the kick. Increase the release. Then if I increase the attack, you can hear how more punchy the kick sounds, like it has more punch, but a little less body when it's turned off. When it's turned on, and like I said, this is just midway. It's not so aggressive, but if I want to be like very aggressive, I just simply take it to the sharp setting. If I want it to be less aggressive, take it to the slow setting. And a trick I like to do sometimes, I feel like the kick is hitting too hard and I can't fix it with EQ. I can actually use this to make the kick sound a bit softer by relaxing the attack. Okay, and decide to sound. And if you can see right here on the transient, you can see it's taking a little bit from the initial waveform, like it's shaving a little bit off. So that's why it's not sounding as heavy and as sharp anymore. Now it's sounding round and just fat. So like I said, this depends on what you'd like to do to your track, but this is one of the easiest ways to make your drums sound punchy in the mix. So let's hear it without the transient processor one more time. When I turn it on, so if you found this tutorial helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials, tips, and tricks. I remain Sir Classy. See you soon. Cheers.